All right. I thought I would start off getting the video out of the way earlier today rather than later, because might as well get into the habit of it. So today I was planning on talking about a scenario that happened over the weekend during the family reunion, right? So on the second or third day, can't quite remember which one, I got a ridiculously bad headache. Just like the worst headache. Couldn't even stand up. It was terrible. So I was floored for like half that day. So I was at my house. I was totally floored. One of my cousins came over. I got a sip of their caffeinated sugary drink, and it passed me out for like a few hours. And then I woke up and I felt better. So I called them over, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll come over and pick you up," because I didn't have a car at my house at the time. So I'm like, "Awesome, great," and they're like, "We'll be there in like 15 minutes." Great. So I get up, start moving around, take care of some chores, finish the chores, and I'm like, "There's nothing I can really start right now, and before they get here." So, ugh, excuse me. Woo. So I get my backpack, put it on my shoulders, and just start walking down the street. So I'm going down the street, snapping a few different photos of like some flowers and some landscapes so I could draw those later for the channel. And then as I'm going, it's like 3 minutes of walking, which is great. I like to take a walk after I feel sick and some sort of physical movement after I've been like floored and couldn't move for a while. It doesn't happen often, but whenever it does, I like to take like a walk and stuff just so that I can feel like I can do things again. Anyway, I'm going down the street, and there's this car at the very end of the street that turns on, and it's going ridiculously fast. Like this thing is going like 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit, and there's nobody around, so we're good. But it's going like 5 or 10 miles down, like over the speed limit in this neighborhood, and I'm walking, and I'm like, that's gotta be them. There's no way that's anybody else on this street. So I'm going forward, and the car passes me. And as I look at the car, I make eye contact with one of my cousins in shotgun, and they're like, wait a second, hold on." Sorry, I turned my head and realized I didn't have a mic there. So they go and they're like, "Wait a second, hold on, that's him, that's it." And then the car like slams on the brakes, just turns around, you know, and starts coming this way. And they're like, "What the heck are you doing walking?" And I'm like, "I was just walking." So, they're like, "Get in." So, door opens, I hop in, close the door, and they're literally playing the music that I was just listening to because one of my other cousins, I introduced him to a song, and he loves to listen to it. And I just happened to be listening to that same song recently. But we're going through, and okay, so I got like four cousins and me. The whole thing is packed, right? So I think the youngest one is driving. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the youngest in that group. He's driving, and then the cousin who just loves to egg people on while they're driving, like just push them a little bit further, is in shotgun. This is a wonderful match because because one of them is like learned how to drive based off of their dad, and their dad is an excellent driver. So they get away with a lot of crap, man. Like a ridiculous amount of crap. So they're going through, and and then it's me, and then my cousin, and then my other cousin who came into town for this, right? So we got driver's side, we got shotgun, we got cousin, and then we got cousin in town for this. Great. Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry about that. I have a few different things I got to get done this morning, so alarms. Anyway, uh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was We have driver, shotgun, me, cousin, other cousin. Great. Uh, so we're driving through this, and it is crazy. The dude is just he is okay. So normally I don't think he would like be this bad, but he is absolutely showing off because we have a cousin who's in town. And on top of that, we got the cousin who's egging him on in shotgun, which is just so the driver is just absolutely going crazy. All right. So, we're going around these corners and these hills. He knows these back roads cuz we're going to his dad's place. Cuz, family reunion, all the stuff, big house, that's where we're going. So, he's going around these hills and these like roads and whatnot, and he's taking them at 20, like no, not 20, like 10 miles or 15 miles sometimes over the speed limit as he's just going through these things. He's controlling the car really well, by the way, but it is just it's like you're being on your own personal roller coaster as this guy is just like going through these roads. And on top of that, he's playing around with the other cousin in like okay, cool, I'm going to start driving with my knees now, and it's just like the craziest stuff. It was great. But and then on top of that, the music that we're listening to is just hilarious. And then sometimes like really really not okay. But yeah, so we eventually got there and we're all in one piece and all the stuff, which is great. But that was a crazy crazy ride to take right after I finished getting, over being completely floored. Uh it was a great family reunion. So, yeah,